between last stream and now. Some sticks and broke them into pieces small enough to fit in my firebox. And I can finally move on to what I wanted to do with my life, which was to play the Phantom Pain. And I was forced against my will to start with Ground Zeroes.
For extraction from a member of the intel team who is working undercover at the prison. As you know, it's an enemy base. There's no time for the silent approach. Assault the base, secure the target, and get out of there. The target is our agent from the intel team. To say he's a critical VIP would be a massive understatement.
Is there a way to... I guess not. Oh, yeah. This damn thing. It has a little knob that I can turn to make the volume louder. Forgot all about it. Okay.
No sign of it. Are we too late? If he's caught, he could drag us all down with him.
Alright.
Check your surroundings carefully. Watch out. Come in. Incoming comms from the target. Patch it through. This is Warful. Go ahead.
Okay.
I can't hear him. Damn it, where is he? What? Clear, 11 o'clock. That his signal? En route. Contact, dead ahead. Keep them off the chopper. If he goes down, the show's over. The rifle's equipped with an underbarrel grenade launcher. Put it to good use.
Alright. Let's get some stuff done, shall we?
Got visual on target. A vehicle. Clear. All hostiles down. Touchdown is a no-go. Rendezvous at the helipad. Can you make it to the helipad? Roger that. Request escort. Boss, cover the friendly vehicle.
You think the intel operative had a stunt double? Or do you think that he did motion cap? See why this mission's a little bit of a pain in the ass. I hear that it's not as bad with mouse look, but I've never done it with mouse look.
Touchdown is a no-go. Rendezvous at the helipad. Can you make it to the helipad? Request escort. Boss, cover the friendly vehicle. I'm good to drive. Just cover me. I'm secured. Cassette tape. We're heading to the boss.
See why I like this mission so much? That I like this mission so much that I saved it for last. It's because of how great this is.
Clear. All hostiles down. Touchdown is a no-go.
Really?
Rendezvous at the helipad. Can you make it to the helipad? Roger that. Let's escort. Boss, cover the friendly vehicle. I'm good to drive. Just cover me.
It's good that the checkpoint's all the way back here. Makes me happy.
I'm secured. Got the tape. We're heading to the boss. Enemy vehicles to the right. Take care of them. This way. More vehicles. They're in front of the target. Nothing personal, guys. You handle that vehicle like a pro. I'd expect nothing less. Incoming! Alright, the helipad's just up ahead. Triple coming up! Take out that anti-air emplacement now. Target vehicle is out of position. Your line. Come in. Come in. Get him out of there. Enemy reinforcement. Take him out. Secure the LZ. More reinforcement. Don't let him get close. Look through your scope to target enemies from a distance. High front. Big four in the control tower. Clear. Touching down. Boss, disembark and get the target. Now get in the chopper. Outbound. Contact. Exfil via the southeast coast. Take out any pursuers. It's all up to you, boss.
Damn it.
Contact. Headed block. Is that? Breaking to a base. You're still coming. Make him regret it, boss.
Haven't fun yet.
Hot zone. Returning to base. Confirmed. The target is safe.
Snake. That was perfect.
What? No fucking way. I got an S rank for that shit? That performance was dog shit. Huh. Normally he says, "What took you so long?" Because of Snake's famous phrase, "Kept you waiting, huh?" That was a bad David Hayter impression. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry, Mr. Hayter. Oh fuck yes, trophy level up, finally. Some recognition for my immeasurable talent. Okay, fastest neutralization. Rank S clear reward. M2000 Sniper Delta? What the fuck? It'll be part of this mission's loadout from now on? Oh, because there's no alt fire. Chico's Tape Uno. Hard difficulty. Alright, let's go for neutralization. What are the trials for this bad boy? Fastest neutralization. And there's only 2 for the other one. One of them is going to involve these Moai statues. I'm going to have to look it up. Whatever. Shit. I didn't let him do the thing. Did you see that Hideo Kojima is now on the helicopter with us? The video games director, Hideo Kojima. That's our intel agent that we're rescuing. Well, whenever you're choosing your missions, he can reach up and then, like, swiftly bring his hands down, and that spins the mission select.
Check your surroundings carefully. Watch out. Come in. Incoming comm from the target. Patch him through. This is Cuervo. Go ahead. I can't hear him. Damn it, where is he? Is that? Clear, 11 o'clock. That his signal? En route. Contact, dead ahead. Keep them off the chopper. If it goes down, the show's over. Rendezvous at the helipad. Can you make it to the helipad? Request escort. Boss, cover the friendly vehicle. I'm good to drive. What? I've secured the cassette tape. We're heading to the boss.
Gotta be careful with this big old gun. Okay.
Target secured. Now get in the
Wasn't
chopper.
my kill. Now I'm gonna try for this about 1,000,000 times. Because I won't be able to neutralize everybody. Unless you can, but I fucking highly doubt it.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
On vacation. What are you gonna do about it, Cause?
Take this morphine. I'm taking fire. Damage the chopper. Enemy reinforcements.
Where?
Mayday, mayday. Cannot maintain altitude. Controls non-responsive.
The fuck?
Morpho down.
I've never seen that sequence.
Clear. Touching down. Boss, disembark and get the target.
What pain in the dick? Something I'm gonna have to do on hard mode.
Good. No obvious injuries, right? Taking out that vehicle is priority one.
Damn. I don't think that's the first time that I've taken myself out like that, but
Clear. Touching down. Boss, disembark and get the target.
there's no guy up there. No. I'm getting better at this.
Good. No obvious injuries, right? Taking out that vehicle is priority one. Boss, that's a serious injury.
I'll be restarting this 10 trillion times to try to neutralize all the homeboys here.
Outbound! Contact! Exfil via the southeast coast. Take out any pursuers. It's all up to you, boss. Contact! 10 o'clock! Is that? Breaking to a base! It's still coming. Make him regret it, boss.
Oh, hell yeah. There's no way I got fastest neutralization. I'm gonna have to repeat that mission 10 trillion times. See why I'm so jazzed about this fucking mission? Oh boy. Really? Can't fuck around in the menu while listening to a tape, huh? Very cool. Love it.
I made it ashore. I'm in Cuba. Security looks lighter than I thought. I wonder where Paz is. It's dark, but there are soldiers everywhere. Lots of choppers coming and going. Those lights are so bright. Time to get moving. I got close to the fence to see if I could spot her. They had a guard posted, so I got out of there. Guess security's not so light after all. I'm coming, Paz. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I found her. It's gotta be Paz. No. They're looking for me.
Enough. Quit that struggle. Got him secured. It's a kid.
It's the music that plays whenever you have your fight with Paz and Peace Walker.
I got caught. I'm in a cage. Give me back my recorder. At least whoever finds this will know what happened. They're holding others here too. Still no sign of Paz. Paz?
Chico.
Fun, silly Willy. For us, there is no victory. There lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries, a man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers of fortune long before the advent of private military companies that dared to call itself a nation. A man who, with his nation at his back, made an enemy of modern capitalist society and the world. And this is his story. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. Military Sans Frontier is a business, a new kind of business. Known by code names such as Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of U.S. Special Forces Unit Fox. But a certain incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. In 1974, Snake and his partner Kazuhiro Miller were running a small mercenary outfit in Colombia, when they were visited by a man claiming to be a professor from Costa Rica's University for Peace. According to this professor, there had been several incidents involving a mysterious armed group in Costa Rica, a country without a military of its own. The professor was accompanied by one of his students, a girl named Paz, who had been abducted and assaulted by this group. The professor and Paz offered to hire Snake to drive the group out of Costa Rica. However, Snake saw through their deception in an instant. My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake. The professor was actually a KGB agent, and the armed group in question was backed by the CIA. The Cold War was no stranger to such overseas clandestine operations between U.S. and Soviet agents, but the CIA's motives were a mystery. Paz had escaped from one of the CIA group's facilities with a cassette tape. On it was the voice of a woman known as the mother of all special forces, the Boss. With a popular song from 1973 playing in the background, it was reasonable to conclude that the recording was made recently. Snake was stunned. The Boss was supposed to be dead. What was she doing in Costa Rica? I'll do it for the girl. For Paz. The Boss was Snake's mentor, and the only woman that he ever loved. But 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take the Boss's life as part of his mission, a bitter memory that still haunted him. Despite realizing that she could simply not have survived, Snake was unable to turn the professor down, telling himself that he was intervening as a deterrent for a defenseless country as well as to honor the virtue of Paz's name, peace. Snake departed for Costa Rica. Once there, he ran into a unit of the Sandinista National Liberation Front that had fled Nicaragua. After rising up against the pro-American Somoza regime, these rebels had become targets for the CIA group, who killed their commandante and left the unit in shambles. Everyone treats me like a child. I couldn't stand it anymore. Snake rescued the Sandinistas and invited them back to Mother Base, the new offshore base of operations provided to them by the KGB. The fallen commandante's children, Amanda and Chico, saw something of their hero Che Guevara in Snake and grew to idolize him. This triggered a rapid expansion of Snake's forces. However, he was still no closer to discovering what the CIA was really up to in Costa Rica. I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence. Snake then encountered Huey, a wheelchair-bound scientist being forced to work for the CIA. Huey revealed the CIA's terrifying plot. They were developing a system by which, following radar detection of an enemy nuclear launch, an AI would analyze all available data and automatically execute a retaliatory nuclear strike at appropriate targets. Although designed to increase the power of nuclear deterrence, Coldman, the CIA's Central American Station chief, planned to actually launch a nuke to demonstrate the effectiveness of this automated retaliation. This demonstration was only 5 days away. Snake rushed into the development lab to stop their AI from being completed. You've left everything behind. Your country, your identity, your past, your ideals, but there's one thing that you still haven't let go of. Upon infiltrating the lab, Snake was greeted by the voice from the tape, the same voice of his lost mentor, but this was in fact the voice of the retaliatory system's AI. Its developer, Dr. Strangelove, had selected the boss, the so-called greatest soldier who ever lived, as the AI's intellectual model. However, succumbing to personal obsession, Strangelove had deviated from the research's original purpose. Not only had she reproduced the boss's voice, she was on the verge of bringing her psyche back to life in AI form, driven by a bizarre kind of love. What if the boss could truly be revived in every detail, but only in AI form? Snake hesitated as Strangelove's idea touched his sense of loss. His guard down, Snake was immediately captured. The boss's AI was completed, and Peace Walker, the nuclear-equipped walking battle tank, housed this retaliatory AI system. And then it went active. I was made to fight. I am a gun. Snake fought in vain as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke, but in the face of catastrophe, it was ultimately a machine that saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. The boss's AI sank Peace Walker to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua, stopping the launch. With the crisis behind him, Snake took advantage of his recent mobilization to continue Mother Base's expansion indefinitely. Snake understood that the AI had acted to save the world, but that did not change the fact that this system, based on the boss's mind, had chosen, at last, to lay down its weapon. As a weapon himself, Snake felt the act to be a rejection of his life. Undeterred, Snake and Miller invited Doctors Huey and Strangelove to Mother Base to develop Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal weapon they eventually equipped with a nuclear warhead, suddenly making their unit a nuclear power. This place will no longer be my heaven. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, already an orphan but now left without even her KGB benefactor following the end of this crisis. However, it was all engineered by an intelligence agency known as Cypher. Under Cypher's orders, Paz got close to Amanda, Chico, and the others while exploring more and more of the base, secretly plotting to hijack Zeke. Her objective was to use the weapon as a bargaining chip to force Snake into becoming the military arm for Cypher. Paz's attempt failed when Snake defeated Zeke, and she was thrown beneath the waters of the Caribbean. It was only then that Snake learned Chico had fallen in love with her. A diary she kept while on the base was discovered several days later. It revealed a young girl torn the existence of Snake's nuke to Cypher. The International Atomic Energy Agency has contacted Mother Base to request that it agree to a nuclear inspection. If word got out that Snake's unit had a nuclear weapon, it would face severe criticism from around the world. But Huey, acting on his own, informed the IAEA that Mother Base would allow the inspection. His reasoning was that as long as they kept Zeke and its nuke hidden from the inspectors, they could demonstrate to the international community that they were not a threat. The option to call off the inspection had expired. Snake and his men reluctantly got preparations underway. Meanwhile, Amanda deployed to Cuba to insist the Sandinistas learn that Paz had survived. The timing could not have been worse. Suspecting her of turning her back on the organization, Cypher had captured Paz and was interrogating her at a U.S. military base at the southern tip of Cuba. Chico learned of this and set out to save Paz by himself. It was not long before a radio message from Chico reached Mother Base, saying he too had been captured. I know it hurts right now, but it'll all be over soon. With an idea as to Cypher's true identity, Snake could not allow what Chico and Paz knew to fall into their hands. Furthermore, if he could rescue Paz, he might be able to get information from her that would help him fight back against Cypher. So on the eve of the nuclear inspection, Snake made the decision to leave for Cuba. Alright, well, I made my beam beep and bop, and it's real fucking watery and snotty and slimy and porridge-like. And that's not the way that I like it, which should be blatantly obvious at this point. Anyways, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna go to bed. Fuck this.